Nick Rudder from McKee's37.com. In this video, I'm going to showcase the long-anticipated RUPES iBrid HLR15. This is a battery-powered, cordless, random orbital polisher. RUPES has been around for a long time, and I have several videos where I go really in-depth, and you can really geek out on all the details of these tools. I'll put a link below. I've had Todd Helm from RUPES here. I've had Jason Brennan. This video is just to get down and dirty and give this 2010 Infiniti G37 a one-step. I just finished washing it, and I filmed another video where I used our N725 clay tile lubricant to chemically decontaminate the paint by removing the embedded iron, as well as a mechanical decontamination using the AutoForge universal clay towel. My goal now is to simply make the paint shiny, give it some protection. So for that, I'm going to use McKee's 37 Graphene 3-in-1. This is like a cleaner wax on steroids. And for that, I'm going to use the RUPES yellow foam polishing pad. I love this pad. It's very smooth. It gives you just enough correction to enhance the paint, remove any mild defects, and also really enhance the gloss. And I'll tell you, this Graphene 3-in-1, it's like magic in a bottle. It cleans, polishes, and protects in one step, and it'll really make this white paint pop because it's going to really deep clean it to remove embedded dirt. So with this tool, here's what you need to know. It's a random orbital, so the 15 represents the size of the stroke or the orbit. That's 15 millimeters. It uses a 6-inch pad. You can use wool, foam, or microfiber. And it has a variable speed trigger here. And with your purchase, you get a charger as well as 2 batteries. So my intention with this detail is not so much to showcase all the tech details of this tool because, well, I've got videos covering that. But for myself, I want to see how long the battery lasts, and I want to see what features I like and dislike. So while I've used this machine on a hood or on a test panel, I have yet to detail a car from start to finish using one of these machines. But here's what I can tell you. It weighs virtually nothing. This is hands down the lightest full-size polisher I've ever held. The ergonomics are absolutely phenomenal. I mean, RUPES, they're known for their quality. They have a factory in Colorado where they assemble and manufacture tools. And then they have a factory in Texas where they make their own foam buffing pads. But beyond that, they also manufacture a lot of tools for various other industries as well as their own chemical line as well. So awesome company to deal with, high quality machines. I've talked enough, it's time to get to work, so enjoy this time lapse. And I'll conclude the video with my thoughts on a real world application of this tool. All right, so that was exactly 35 minutes from start to finish. I did not stop to take a bathroom break. I didn't stop to take a water break. I didn't stop to check Instagram or TikTok or text messages. Nothing at all, 0 interruptions. I went over this entire Infiniti G37, it's a midsize sedan, in 35 minutes using the HLR15, the iBrid, and the McKee's 37 Graphene 3-in-1. I used about, I'd say, 1/5 of the bottle. So this one bottle could do a mid-sized sedan about 5 or 6 times. Now, a couple observations about this tool. I'm a little winded, sorry. That's better. First off, it's light. Like I mentioned, I've used this on hoods, on test panels before, but to actually go around an entire vehicle in the real world, all the paint, all the glass, except the windshield. You'll notice throughout the time lapse where I'm using the machine with one hand. One hand is all it takes. So very light, and when you detail for a living, this is going to significantly reduce the fatigue on your shoulders, on your forearms, on your back. A lot of times people are real quick to invest in things other than for their own care and their own nurture. So awesome in that regard. Second thing, the balance is great. It feels like with the battery, it's perfectly balanced from front to back. The rubber grip here is awesome as well. My hands, I get a little palmy, and I mean, had 0 issues holding onto the tool. The rubber at the top here and underneath here is also great. And then you have these feet. I never set it down in the paint, but for setting it down on the ground real quick or in my cart, these little feet here certainly made things a lot easier. Now regarding the speed, I used speed 3 for the entire detail. The tool goes up to speed 6. I can't imagine under any circumstance needing to use speed 6. I used speed 3 and that was more than enough power. I never had any pad stalling issues. As you saw, I use this machine on all the panels, the front bumper, the rocker panels, the rear bumper, the mirrors, everything. So if I were doing this for a living, then I would use the HLR15 3-inch tool for those panels because it would be more efficient. But for this, the goal was to just get in, get the job done, stick a fork in this car and get rid of it. And this tool made it very quick and easy. Next observation, I did 35 minutes continuous, right? I did turn the machine off to wipe the polish off, but if you were to add everything up, you could say I probably spent 3, maybe 4 minutes wiping off polish, if that. So I can make the argument that I had 30 minutes continuous runtime, and I clearly did not have to change the battery. When I hit the indicator right here, it goes from E to F, there's 4 bars. It's telling me that I only used 1 bar. So RUPES might have been a little conservative when they gave this the battery life estimate of about 35 minutes. So very impressive. Now granted, if I were at a higher speed and if I were pushing down on the tool more, then it would eat through the battery faster. That's a given. It's just like an electric car. If you're flooring it all the time in your Tesla, your battery's not going to last as long. But still, I was doing medium arm pressure, medium speed, and 0 issues with the battery. And the fact that you get 2 batteries plus a charger, you're never gonna have to worry about having no battery. So overall, I would give this a 10 out of 10. I'm extremely impressed. The only thing that took some getting used to for me, because it's just an unusual design, is the trigger. So, but about halfway through the car, I got used to it. What I mean by that is they have a mechanism here to where you have to push the trigger lock to actually depress the trigger. But from there, it's really easy. Like I said, by about halfway through the car, I got the hang of it. It was no problem. The only time I had to kind of turn my brain on to think about it is if I was at a weird angle that normally I would just press down on the trigger, but it locks it out, presumably so it doesn't get bumped and throw compound and polish or whatever all over the place. So like I said, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, awesome tool. Powerful, smooth, lightweight, capable of doing everything from intense paint correction to a cleaner wax or just applying a coat of your favorite Carnauba paste wax. So for more information on these products, visit McKee's37.com. If you like videos like this, give me a thumbs up, click subscribe. Take care, and God bless. Oh, and for the record, I'm not finished with this car. You'll see this car in a lot of other videos. These headlights are terrible. The wheels could use some TLC. So this is Project Infinity G37. Bye.